I'm Andy Lubon. I'm the National Field Service Manager at Alliance Laundry Systems. We've got service leaders from around the country. We're gonna take a look at some of the Speed Queen product versus another competitor.
The transmission for the top loader here. So I was aluminum, now it is metal, and it lasts longer. So this one help us out.
I do remember Speed Queens has made an effort to move back to an improved product. They realized something didn't work and they went back to what worked. And with the metal gearing and all the changes, it definitely made a way better transmission now. And compared to all the competitors, a much more reliable product as far as the transmissions. If you come over to the Maytag, you can see the makeup of the gearing on the inside. It's obviously plastic. So on a Speed Queen, the motor rotates one way, it's in spin. It rotates the other way, it's in agitate. On the Maytag, the only thing that changes that is the actual motor. So the motor goes back and forth, but they, as you can see, they use all this plastic gearing.
Like he said, it's plastic. End of story, it's plastic.
Yeah.
You can try to do everything you want, it's just not a commercial product. End of story.
Can I guess this is a common call for you and your people with this setup?
Well, I guess if you wanted to compare it, if we had a plastic chain and a metal chain to pull a car out of a ditch, which one are you gonna want to try to use?
There you go, perfectly said.
Either matter.
So this gearbox, is that what they call it?
Yes.
This is on the MAT commercial unit. Is this any different from what Maytag produces as far as a domestic unit goes?
Maybe the part number.
The part number might be different?
It's right here.
Again, I'm not versed in this. I've never really broken this apart before. Is this the actual belt and this is our setup?
Yes.
Correct.
Versus, hey, hold that for me.
Yes.
Versus, this is the drive on the Speed Queen.
Oh wow, it's metal.
Yeah.
Look at that.
We've determined there is not a difference.
There's no difference between the way
The commercial and the domestic.
the commercial and the residential. As you can see, the gear cases are pretty much exactly the same build. Just one's in the commercial setting, one's in the residential. One has different controls. That's the only difference in the
And
two.
it says commercial on the...
Correct.
What's the benefit to having the Speed Queen solid transmission like that?
A happy customer.
Happy customers. So their load's gonna get done.
That's what they expect.
Fair enough.
Less service call for my technician.
Should be less service calls, yeah.
For the bottom line of everybody, okay, let's talk about a commercial. For one, we know the customer, a lot of customers are gonna overload the machine because they wanna get the most out of their money. That's what they're gonna do. Speed Queen's designed to take that kind of beating, whereas on a Maytag, they put the sensors in place and stuff so that they don't have to take that kind of beating. But then the customer calls, more service calls, because the machine didn't finish their load. Unhappy customer, unhappy us, because we're going on several service calls to fix that.
Just the
Maytag.
mentality behind it.
Right.
They're
A
making,
philosophy.
Their philosophy is to make a machine that almost works up to standards. Their standards are minimal. You can see it in all of their product, and they want to make a very low-cost transmission. Anything you look at in the machine is under par to the Alliance machine.
We want longevity. We're looking for longevity with the Alliance product, with the Speed Queen product. Yeah, and it shows, especially in the drive stuff that we just broke down, looked at the weights, looked at the components.